All right, so let's talk about this little add-on that I made. I made this replacement midriff abdomen piece for the Marvel Legends Spider-Gwen. I'm gonna show you how I install mine. You're gonna cut out the bottom half of the body like this. I used a hobby knife, but if you have a Dremel or something better, use that. I'll show another photo of how I kind of marked it about here. You're gonna throw away the top half entirely, and you're gonna have this nice hollow space inside. Your top half already has like a little hole in there for where the peg goes in there originally. So what you're gonna do with this half is, this is where most of your work is gonna happen. First of all, you're gonna wanna take your little pieces. These sticks are way too long to fit inside either side of the body, but I wanted to have some extra space just in case I needed it. So you're gonna take a pair of nippers and kind of clip what you think you'll need. Keep coming back and trimming more and more and more. I think that actually should be good about there-ish. So once you have that figured out, you basically just want to fill this middle section in with hot glue. This is going to be more of a filler than anything. You're going to go in, and when you actually want to stick the piece in there and get it stuck in there, you're just going to use some super glue. I've also kind of just added some super glue to make sure the ball joints in the inside are nice and tight. Pretty tight right now. Also, I'd suggest taking a hobby knife and kind of trimming around the edges like this when you have it at the original point. That way you can kind of have like a cone, like an outward fanning shape on the edges of the ball joint. That way it gets the most motion possible. Because I've done this once or twice before, and what I had before got me a decent amount of extra motion, but not all of what I was looking for. So yeah, if you're looking for extra range like I am, then absolutely kind of trim around the edges, but be careful as you do so. You don't want to hurt yourself, as well as cut too far, anything like that. But hoping to get some extra space in here right now. And when you put it on, it's gonna all look pretty dark, so it won't be very obvious. But that's mostly dried now. Might have to redo this again. It's a lot of trial and error on here, so if you don't do it the first time, that's all good. It's just try again. What you're gonna wanna do is put this peg here leaning back, like so, kind of like that, and fit it in like there. That way you can get some extra motion. If you prefer, you could stick it in the middle, but that gets less motion from what I can tell. But you're gonna wanna have your peg also glued into here. This is the easy half, is just glue it in there, get it nice and stuck, and then that doesn't have to have a forward or back angle to it or anything. It will just stay in there. But I will be back in just a minute to show off the finished product. All right, so I lied. I really quickly wanted to cover how I glued this in there. You can kind of see the hole is more towards the back. You want to have, there's like a little crevice back there. If you fill it with glue, but not to the top, you can kind of get it like that. And it fits, the peg fits in there pretty nice right now. I still have to get some super glue in there before I can call it done with. But you're gonna get about that much lean forward. And when you're done with it all, that's about the range that I can get out of it. I might work on the top a little bit as well to see if I can't get a little bit more range out of there. But yeah, that's where we're at with things right now. So I still got to tighten a couple things up, but I'll be back in a bit. All right, so this is the finished product. Figure gets a good amount of crunch to there, and even looking down to the knees, basically. So you get a good amount of extra movement in there. Get some good tilt as well. Throw it in a real quick pose. Been doing this one a lot, so I have the hands on there and everything like that. But yeah, you get a lot more natural movement even out of just that area there. But yeah, it's a pretty simple modification. The OBJ for this will be up on my Cults 3D. It's the same name as my YouTube Obsoletus. Yeah, I'm gonna throw this one up there for free because this is just some kind of crackhead idea I had at one point. It'll come in 2 halves, and you just kind of smush the ball joints into their respective slots and smush the 2 pieces together. You gotta carve out that section, but that really isn't that hard, especially with it being so hollow on the inside. I was surprised when I first cut into mine at how hollow it was. But yeah, that's all there really is to this. So thank you for watching.